Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Chrome Tour golf ball from Callaway.
News from the U.S. Women's Open today at Lancaster Country Club. At 29 years old, the 11-time LPGA Tour winner and major champion Lexi Thompson has announced her plans to retire from the LPGA at the end of this season. With more, let's head to Pennsylvania and Amy Rogers.
Thanks, Matt. Well, the U.S. Women's Open, the place where Lexi Thompson began her young career at just the age of 12, is where she announced today that her career will soon be coming to a close. Thompson took to Instagram earlier today to post a video announcing that she'll retire from professional golf at the end of the 2024 season, saying she will no longer be playing a full-time schedule. This announcement comes in the midst of what is her 13th season on the LPGA Tour, and it has been a career full of ups and downs, 11 wins and 1 major title. Some could argue that perhaps that number could be higher given the talent and the power that we have seen Thompson display on the golf course. But she has been quite open throughout her career about some of the struggles that she's dealt with over these past 2 seasons. She's played a more limited schedule, just hoping to find more balance, more life away from the golf course. She opened up even more in meeting with the media here earlier today and was brought to tears talking about the challenges she's faced over the last few years.
I think, honestly, just staying true to myself. Being out here can be a lot. It can be lonely. Sorry if I get emotional. I said I wasn't going to. I just think, especially with what's happened in golf as of recent too, a lot of people don't realize a lot of what we go through as a professional athlete. I mean, and I'll be the last one to say, throw me a pity party. That's the last thing I want. But, we're doing what we love. We're trying the best every single day. And, we're not perfect. We're humans. Words hurt. And it's hard to overcome sometimes. But having the people around you that love you and support you, and I feel like that's been the biggest thing for me. I might not have a huge friend group, but to have the people that matter the most around me have gotten me through some really hard times. And I think it's a lot for everybody out here or in any professional sport. A lot of people don't know what we go through and the amount of training and hard work that we put ourselves through. It's a lot, and I don't think we deserve. I think we deserve a lot more credit than what we get.
You heard as Thompson got emotional there, referencing some of the recent events that have been happening around the world of golf, alluding to the recent passing of Grayson Murray, and you just have no idea what players are dealing with on the inside. Now, Thompson went on to say she wants to play for the remainder of the season, hoping to qualify for the U.S. Solheim Cup team for the 7th time in her career. It's one of the few times she's been able to connect with some of the players out here on the LPGA Tour. That in addition to the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, where she teamed up with Nasa Hataoka and Brooke Henderson. I spoke with Hataoka earlier today. She said that it was amazing teaming up with Thompson, that she learned so much from her, and that she was quite surprised to hear about the retirement news. I also spoke with Henderson, who shared her reaction along with several other players to Thompson's retirement news.
Yeah, Lexi is amazing. She's truly an icon out here on tour, and I'm a little bit sad that she's retiring, but at the same time I'm really excited for her. She's had an amazing career, and I just wish her nothing but the best.
I honestly heard probably 15 minutes ago that she's retiring. She's had such an amazing career, I think. I've gotten to represent beyond the team with her a couple of times, representing our country. I think she does an amazing job for the tour. She spends so much time going to each Pro-Am party. She really dedicates her time to growing the game, and it's sad to see that she's obviously leaving and not going to be out here with us anymore, but she's had an amazing career, and I wish her the best in this new chapter of her life.
She's had a long, successful career, and I think it just shows that time flies, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to play alongside her quite a lot. It's sad to see somebody like her that wants to give back to the game and has already given so much to women's golf and golf in general leave. But at the same time, I think I'm super excited for what's ahead of her. I'm sure she's had to make a lot of sacrifices along the way, and maybe, you know, when she leaves, I'm sure it'll be bittersweet, but you know, maybe she'll be able to spend a bit more time for herself and do, you know, just be Lexi herself.
I mean, we were all kind of chatting about it at breakfast, and just honestly very happy for her. She's had such an incredible career and done so much for the game and so much for me, and so just really happy for her and excited to see what she does next.
And speaking to Pano, she told me that she first met Lexi Thompson back when she was 6 years old, and said to this day she still has an autograph signed hanging in her house from Thompson. So a lot of these young players out here really looked up to her and will miss having her out here on the LPGA Tour. Thompson said that she's been contemplating retirement for the last several years, but felt like this was the right time, as she's ready to step away from just the week-to-week grind of tournaments and training. Matt?
Amy, thank you very much. Let's flash back in time here. 2007 U.S. Women's Open, where Lexi, at 12 years old, became the youngest player to ever qualify for the U.S. Women's Open. It is a mark, of course, that has since been broken. And Lexi would make the cut at the U.S. Women's Open just 2 years later. After turning professional, Thompson had a couple of wins on the LPGA before her big breakthrough in 2014. She won the Chevron Championship that year, a second-round 64 put her in position, and she went on to lift the trophy and, of course, make that leap into Poppy's Pond. To date, it's the only major title of her career. Unfortunately for Thompson, there has been some peaks and valleys. Some close calls and some bad breaks at the Chevron Championship, of course, in 2017. Thompson was penalized 4 strokes for incorrectly replacing a ball on the green. Here you see her career bio, those 11 LPGA Tour wins. She won the Vare Trophy, the Race to CME Globe in 2017, 6 times in those U.S. Solheim Cup teams that she talked about the importance of. She was a 2-time United States Olympic team member, 2008 U.S. Girls Junior Champion, and qualified for the 2007 U.S. Women's Open at the age of 12. Okay, so Tripp, I guess the question I would ask of you is, how do you react to someone of her stature that decides to retire, and in fairness, retire early at only 29 years old?
Retire early, yes, but I mean, you look at the length of her career. She's had a very successful career. Some are going to say, yeah, she could have done better. Absolutely. With her talent, when you watch her play, and I've had the privilege of watching her play up close several times during my career with Golf Channel, and it's impressive. I mean, she's clearly one of the longest players over the course of her career. She uses that power to her advantage. She's a very good wedge player. She's a good medium-range putter. The problem is, the closer she gets to the hole, she gets into results and she gets in her own way, and she's cost herself at least 9 or 10 tournaments with those short-range type putts, including a U.S. Open here or there. So could it have been better? Yes. But here's the thing. I think that Lexi probably, after a couple of years maybe away, I think Lexi's probably going to miss it. I think you get beat down and you have the grind and you want to get away from it. And once you step away, you have a different perspective and you have the ability to probably come back with a little more lighthearted attitude. And I think that might do Lexi some good.